I'm Nine, and I make videos weekly that triggers the better side of you. Inner work for outer growth. The topic for today is do you, but who are you? Who you are matters. Who you are affects your outlook on life. Who you are affects your expectations. Who you are affects your conduct. In a Nigerian way, it can also mean, hey, I don't have a hand, you need to, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. To be confident and not care what others think, the social norm. Those are the urban meanings from the Urban Dictionary. But what this truly means, this phrase, do you, it means to act in alignment of your identity, not others' expectation of you, not your fears, not your habits, not your past, definitely. This video is about uncovering what it really means to be your true self, how you think, your actions, your resilience, and your core values. When I thought of this topic, I was so short-sighted on how vast and diverse it could get. The spiritual part, the subconscious and the conscious part, the awakening, and the philosophical part. This was a tongue twister, I've said this like 10 times. I learned a whole lot researching about identity. I also spent some time in introspection. That's why I love doing this. I get to learn on the way. I'm going to keep it as uncomplicated and concise as possible to get the message across. The idea of life doesn't really begin until you find yourself. Who are you? That depends on a lot of things. It depends on who is asking the question. It depends on the setting, it depends on the context, right? Then you proceed to provide your name, maybe where you're from, your school, your job, your hobbies, your profession, all that good stuff. If it's an interview, you'd say, I'm a detail-oriented person and I have a quest for solving complex problems. This is my favorite one. I am a team player. But on this episode, we are asking ourselves this question: who am I? You are probably going to tell yourself what you already know, what you are going through, but that is all temporal. But what remains the same are your values and principles, what you stand for, and the choices you live by. Most people don't know who they really truly are. They are defined by their horrific experiences, their childhood, lived life based on their parents' or family's expectations, or because of their mistakes, or social media personalities, or peer pressure, a lot of these things. Now, what makes you unique is your early foundation, your key life events, because they are unique to you. Nobody else can experience what you've experienced the way you experienced it, and forward thinking, that's what you want to be in future, Notwithstanding of your upbringing, that's childhood, or your achievements, or even if you haven't achieved anything yet, it is up to you to be open now. Carl Jung, a Swiss psychotherapist, says, "He who looks outside dreams, but he who looks inside awakens." How to start discovering who you are? I'm going to talk about 3 key things. 1. Become aware. 2. Identify your core values. And 3. Study yourself, what you really do or what you are about when no one is watching. Become aware. Oh, I really don't know who I am. I'm lost. Admit to being the fool. Being that you know nothing. Study yourself. Pay attention to what drains and energizes you. Now I'm going to do this in retrospect to myself. Talk more about Mina Spencer. Who am I? Oh, I noticed that I'm loving, I'm fair, all those things. That reveals personality more than any test. Now, are you struggling with overthinking, codependency? You are just trying to find the roots of your feelings and your thoughts. 2. Identify what you value the most. It can be growth, loyalty, freedom, stability. What I personally identify as to be loving, that's with love, not prideful, that's humble, forgiving, and have self-control. 3. Observe who you are when no one is watching. That version of yourself is the closest version to your identity. Like how you live around people, how you keep your space, where your mind wanders off to, where does your curiosity naturally drift off to. Just be totally honest with yourself. Watch what you say and then you think, what kind of person says that? watch what you do. Then you think to yourself, what kind of person does that? Let me give an example. Let's say you are at an upscale event and you see somebody dressed shabby. When I mean shabby, I don't mean indecent, just not so posh or poised. Then you say, oh, look at that person. Why are you looking like that? Don't you know how to dress to an event? Persons are waking up to $1 billion in your account. Did you work for that? All these kind of fantasies. What are you willing to do to make them come true? That's the kind of person you are. What are my aggressive fantasies? What are my dark fantasies? Let me give an example of aggressive fantasies. You know, some people, they just sit and say, look at that guy now, I'll be able to beat him up. Just be like, punching that guy. That's aggressive fantasies. I don't really understand that. Good fantasies like going on a trip with your whole family or on a cruise, seeing your name up on the wall of an establishment. It can even be touring the world with music or performing to millions of people in the O2 Arena. Those are great fantasies. After you do these three things and you discover it's not so great and you find out this is not what you want for your life, you have to start making changes. If you see you are on the right path, make sure you keep it up that way and improve yourself. No matter how you are, even near perfect, you can always improve. Challenge yourself to be better. Ego is the greatest hindrance to self-discovery. Let me explain.